Welcome to the Misquamicut Beach Podcast, a podcast spotlighting the businesses, newsmakers, events, and memories of Rhode Island's historic Misquamicut Beach.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Misquamicut Beach Podcast. My name is Ben Barber, one of the producers of the show, and, of course, your host. We hope everybody had a very happy and healthy Memorial Day weekend. It's an exciting time down here at Misquamicut Beach now that the calendar has turned to June and the weather is starting to get warmer. Of course, the summer season started off on the beach with Spring Fest. This year's Spring Fest was a massive success. Friday night saw a record crowd for John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, who were celebrating their 45th anniversary together. Saturday, of course, was a little bit rainy, but that could not keep the people away from seeing Joey Mullen and Badfinger. They performed their entire album straight up, which was fantastic. And, of course, they sang some of their other songs as well. Come and Get It, No Matter What, Without You. It was such a fantastic show. And Joey told some fun stories about his time working with the Beatles when Badfinger was the first band ever signed to Apple Records. We covered all of that stuff in the podcast that we did with Joey Mullen, which was awesome, about a month ago, so I highly recommend you guys go back and listen to that. Joey was joined by his good friend Phil Solem of the Rembrandts, who sang some great tunes, including his number one hit song, I'll Be There For You, which is, of course, the theme song to one of the biggest shows in television history, Friends. Phil and Joey were awesome. They sang some stuff together, and it was really awesome. You can catch both the Badfinger and Phil Solem performances on the first episode of the Misquamicut Beach show, which, of course, is this show's sister show, which is going to be a new YouTube show that we're debuting this week. And I'll talk about that a little bit more later on. Sunday at Springfest, more great music. There was a wonderful Tom Petty tribute band, the Swinging Stakes. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday was the big John Hondas Memorial Classic Car Show with Cruisin' Bruce Palmer and the Doc from 102.3 The Wolf. That was awesome. I got to see some of the classic cars. I loved it. The Doc was great. There were, a bunch of oldies blasting from this big blue. It looked like a converted old hearse. It was really cool. So that was awesome. That was definitely a highlight of the week. I did not get to meet Cruisin' Bruce Palmer like Caswell promised I would, but that probably had more to do with me than anything else. On top of all of that, there was more great local entertainment. Our friends from Kiefer's Martial Arts did their karate demonstrations, and Simply Enchanted was there, entertaining the kids with The Little Mermaid and Wayfinder. Then there were a bunch of local musicians like Justin Harris, the Beach Band, and so many more that I'm forgetting. But just a fantastic time. And again, our cameras were there catching a lot of that action. And then, the food trucks were fantastic. There was the Baconator truck and fried Oreos and clam chowder and pizza and French fries and steak grinders and all sorts of stuff. There was fun for anything. There was these rollerball things where kids were just getting into these gigantic blow-up balls and running at each other and hitting each other. It was a lot of fun. And of course the rides from Rockwell Amusements. I mean, you can't beat the rides, and kids were, all about the rides. Adults were all about the rides. There's nothing that beats, the view from the top of a Ferris wheel over the ocean. So that was, just one of the highlights of May. And there were a lot of them. It was a fantastic weekend and a great way to open the doors, metaphorically, to the beach for 2018. So we just want to say thank you to everybody who helped make that festival a success. I'm going to say thank you on behalf of the NBA, even though I'm not technically probably allowed to do that. And a thank you to everybody who came out and supported, everybody who came out and had a bunch of fun. And if you did or didn't, you don't even have to wait until next year, because we're going to do it again in September for Fall Fest to close out the summer season. Fall Fest will be in September. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that later as well, because right now we are moving on, because there are a ton of events happening on and around Misquamicut Beach this summer. I mean, every day of the week is jam-packed with stuff. And I know that can be a little overwhelming. You know, there's so many great things to choose from. So in this episode, I'm going to do my best to break them down and give you a little schedule. Now, for a full schedule of events, of course, you can check out Misquamicut.org, which is also a great place to find all the local restaurants and lodging, you know, which is definitely a concern, especially if you're coming in from out of town for a day or a weekend or a week to spend at the beach, which I know that a lot of you do. Misquamicut is a huge tourist vacation spot. So all of that stuff can be found at Misquamicut.org. Another event that started back in May is definitely a favorite to definitely locals and people that come in just for the beach. The Misquamicut Drive-In, which is another thing that our cameras caught footage of, the first Misquamicut Drive-In, which opened the week after Fall Fest. Every Friday at 9 p.m., the Drive-In is playing a movie that the whole family will love. They have classics like Jaws and Grease, and then, you know, Back to the Future, the Back to the Future films. And then they have new things like the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie or Star Wars The Force Awakens. So a lot of great stuff is happening Friday nights at 9 p.m. And then June 28th, the drive-in is going to expand for the summer to 3 days a week. So every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night until the end of August at 9 p.m. But probably the best part about the drive-in is that it's only $15 for a car. Not per person, doesn't matter. Does not matter how many people you cram into the car. You can bring a clown car if you want, if you can figure that out. I don't know. But if you can figure out how to get people legally into a car, as many as you can stuff, $15. You know, people come and they pull in backwards and they sit on the tailgate sometimes, and you know, you can turn your radio to the station and hear it, and there are speakers, and it's awesome. I got my first experience with it on the opening night this year, which was fantastic. I loved it. My favorite part of the drive-in, though, my favorite part of the whole night, isn't even the movie. It's the previews. Like, for real, I would probably go pay $15 just to sit and watch the previews. That's how cool they are. They're a mix of local commercials, classic commercials, you know, like Where's the Beef and stuff, and fun old-timey movie preview vignettes, like, you know, like like the little intermission elf type stuff, telling you to go buy popcorn. It's really awesome. Nothing will get you in the mood more for the drive-in. It's so fun. It's a stroll down memory lane. And then, of course, the current commercials, the local ads are fantastic. Some people, you know, there's classic songs with logos for some people, and other people really step up their game and, you know, make a commercial to air on the screen. I may or may not have produced, you know, local commercials for people who have wanted to go up on there. But, you know, seriously, Chris Walsh and Caswell Cook, Chris, good friend of the show, they do an amazing job with this reel. I can't recommend it enough. And of course, the new Misquamicut Beach commercial, which you can find on the Misquamicut Facebook page. So maybe right now you're like, this is all great. Can you talk more about that classic car show? I feel bad that I missed it. That's okay. It's okay if you missed the classic car show at Springfest, because guess what? Every Tuesday through September, from 5:30 to dusk at Atlantic Beach Park, the Doc and the people from 102.3 The Wolf, they're bringing you the classic car show weekly. Yeah, that's right. Every single Tuesday, you can come down and check out these beautiful cars, and of course, it's right on Atlantic Beach Park, which means that there's something fun for the whole family. Atlantic Beach Park has rides and ice cream, and it's right next to the Windjammer, so, you know, great food. And if you're thinking, That's great. I have a classic car, or I have a specialty car, and I'm interested in getting my car shown. Cool. All specialty cars are welcome. So I'm going to give you the number right now. Just call 401-322-1026 and say you're interested in getting your specialty car in the classic car show. And I bet we can make it happen. Tell them Ben sent you from the podcast. Monday nights, July 9th, start the Monday Night Jams at Westerly Town Beach. Live on the beach every Monday night at 8, absolutely free at the Town Beach. We got Tunes on the Dunes, so check out tunesonthedunesri.com for more information on that. Everybody loves music. Everybody loves the beach. To me, that's a match made in heaven, But what about if you're not there on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, but you want to see a movie on the beach, right? Drive-in is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which is a ton of opportunity. But what if you come down on a Tuesday, but you would like to see a movie on the beach? That sounds like a cool experience. Well, the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce has you covered because we have movies on the beach every Tuesday night in July and August at Atlantic Beach Park, same place next to the Windjammer, or in the Windjammer, I believe, if the weather is not nice. Check out oceanchamber.org for times and movies. But that's awesome. So Tuesday nights, you have an opportunity also to see movies on the beach. And, you can stay for the classic car, or go for the classic car show, stay for the movies on the beach. That's a hell of a Tuesday. All right. So we have music on Mondays, Tunes on the Dunes, movies on Tuesdays, classic car shows on Tuesdays. The drive-in is Thursday through Saturday. What are we going to do on Wednesday? Right? You took hump day off. You need that little oomph to get through the week. What are you going to do on a Wednesday? You come down to the beach. The answer is a lot. There is a lot to do. Starting with the Tom McCoy Family Fun Run series, which is in its 43rd year, every Wednesday, June 6th, and every Wednesday starting June 6th, till August 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Pleasant View. Check out westerlytrackclub.org for more info. And when you're done, you can stay at the Pleasant View because at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, they have DJ Bingo, which is a fun night of rock and roll themed bingo where the song and artist names come up on the TV screen. And then I believe on Monday nights, Pleasant View is also doing DJ Trivia, which is very similar. Questions and answers appear on the TV screen, and both of these games have a really fun host who are both a part of this show. Mondays are hosted by Patrick, who is the voice that you hear at the beginning that says, "Hello, everybody, welcome to the Misquamicut Beach." That guy, the voiceover, that's Patrick. And, of course, Dave is one of the producers on the show who's also been a guest who helped me break down Springfest. So check out DJ Trivia, DJ Bingo, Pleasant View Inn, and the Tom McCoy Fun Run series. Again, every Wednesday, June 6th through August 22nd at 6 p.m. at the Pleasant View, westerlytrack.org. The Purple Ape on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. has hermit crab races. I have not checked those out yet. I am so excited to bring our cameras down and check out the hermit crab races. That just sounds like a lot of fun to me. So registration starts at 7 p.m. The race starts at 8 p.m. I'm really looking forward to it. But, maybe you're like, this is great. A fun run for a good cause. Playing some rock and roll bingo. Doing some hermit crab races. This is fun. I wish there were some music. Guess what? Tunes on the Dunes has your hookup once again at the Westerly Town Beach. Blues on the Beach is back at Westerly Town Beach every Wednesday, July 11th through August 15th at 6 p.m. Once again, the full lineup is at tunesonthedunesri.com. Blues on the Beach is always a good time, and there's a lot of music on Mondays and Wednesdays at Westerly Town Beach. Also on Wednesdays, this is on Thursdays, the Windjammer is hosting Magic by the Sea with Larry and David every Thursday night in July and August at 7 p.m. It's only $5 general admission and will be endlessly entertaining. And, it's going to be magical fun for the whole family. Larry and David are great. Magic by the Sea is awesome. Really fun. It's right at the Windjammer, so it's at Atlantic Beach Park. Get ice cream at Dusty's. Go in for some dinner. Stay for some magic. Maybe go on some of the rides. A lot of fun. And, of course, 4th of July, huge at the beach, obviously. 4th of July is huge everywhere. This is America. And, if you're looking for some more fireworks that week, come down Thursday, July 5th at 9 p.m., presented by the Windjammer and Atlantic Beach Park. If you've never seen the fireworks on the beach, it is really an incredible sight. So make sure you check that out. 9 p.m. Thursday, July 5th, fireworks on the beach, brought to you by the Windjammer and Atlantic Beach Park. So what happens at the end of the summer season? What about when we get to September? Is there anything in September? You bet there is. You bet there is. We have the Surftown Half Marathon on September 19th, which we're going to talk about extensively when we get there. And then Fall Fest. I talked about Spring Fest extensively at the beginning of the show. Fall Fest coming up September 14th through the 16th. I can't wait to announce the band lineup, the entertainment lineup, all of the fun stuff that's going to happen at Fall Fest September 14th through 16th. And then, of course, October 13th will be the 21st annual Guy Fawkes Bonfire Night with music, dancers, actors, and, of course, the big bonfire at the Andrea. Check out Guy Fawkes USA for more info on that. Surf lessons, Zumba classes, yoga classes, and more are available at the town beach through westerlyrec.com. And, of course, there's a ton of other stuff that I missed and everyday fun like Water Whiz, Atlantic Beach Park, the Purple Ape, the Andrea, the Windjammer, Two Little Fish. Tons of amazing places, tons of places to eat, tons of places to stay, tons of places to have fun. So much more than just the State Beach parking lot. So check out Misquamicut.org for all of that stuff. And finally, the Misquamicut Beach Show is going to be premiering this week. We're so excited. Our first episode is all about Spring Fest. Check that out. Dave DeAngelis and Allie Woodard are going to be your hosts. Allie is going to give get some interviews with the people who are at the events and the people who are making the events happen and the businesses. And Dave, of course, is a fantastic host and lead singer of Happy in the Moonshine, one of the producers of this podcast. I'm very excited about that. Thank you guys all for this. We'll see you next week. We have some fantastic guests lined up for this summer. I'm really excited. I hope you're really excited. We'll see you at the beach.
For more information on the events and businesses in Misquamicut Beach, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and at Misquamicut.org.